sustaining himself by pleading for alms from passengers on passing trains. One day, while begging, he spotted a tall man dressed in a sharp suit, exuding wealth. Thinking this man could offer a generous sum, the beggar approached him. To his surprise, the tall man said, "You only ever ask. Do you ever give anything to anyone?" The beggar replied, "Sir, I'm just a beggar. I always ask because I have nothing to give." The tall man retorted, "If you can't give, you have no right to ask. I'm a businessman, and I believe in give and take. If you have something to offer, only then will I give you something in return." With that, he boarded a train and left. The beggar couldn't stop thinking about the man's words. They struck a chord deep within him. He reflected, maybe I don't get much alms because I never give anything in return. But what can a beggar like me possibly offer? He pondered this for days, determined to give something to those who helped him, but struggled to figure out what. 2 days later, while sitting near the station, his eyes fell on vibrant flowers blooming on nearby plants. An idea sparked. Why not give flowers in exchange for alms? Pleased with the thought, he plucked some flowers and headed to the trains. From that day, whenever someone gave him money, he offered them a few flowers in return. The passengers, delighted, accepted them happily. Soon, the beggar noticed a change. More people were giving him alms. He collected flowers daily from the station's surroundings and distributed them. As long as he had flowers to give, people gave generously. But when the flowers ran out, so did the alms. This became his routine. One day, while begging, he spotted the same tall man on a train. Excited, he rushed to him and said, "Sir, today I have something to give, flowers. If you give me alms, I'll give you flowers in return." The tall man smiled, handed him some money, and accepted the flowers. Pleased, he said, "Well done. You've become a businessman like me." He took the flowers and disembarked at his station. The tall man's words echoed in the beggar's mind, filling him with joy. His eyes sparkled with newfound hope. He felt he'd discovered the key to transforming his life. Jumping off the train, he looked skyward and shouted, "I'm not a beggar, I'm a businessman. I can become rich." Onlookers thought he'd lost his mind. From the next day, he vanished from the station. 6 months later, at the same station, 2 well-dressed men crossed paths. One extended his hand and said, "Do you recognize me?" The other, puzzled, replied, "No, I think we're meeting for the first time." The first man smiled and said, "No, this is our 3rd meeting. We met twice before on this train. I'm the beggar you once advised, who you taught what to do with my life, and later told me who I truly am." The second man, astonished, exclaimed, "Oh, you're that beggar. I refused you alms once and later bought flowers from you. But now, dressed in a suit, where are you headed, and what do you do?" The first man replied, "Yes, I was that beggar. Now, I'm a flower merchant, traveling for business. In our first meeting, you taught me nature's law, you receive only when you give. I felt its truth deeply. I always saw myself as a beggar, never aiming higher. But in our second meeting, you called me a businessman. That changed everything. I realized people weren't giving me alms, they were paying for my flowers. In their eyes, I was a small trader, but in my own, I was still a beggar. Your words made me see I was already a businessman." He continued, "With the money I earned from sharing flowers, I bought more flowers and started a business. People here love flowers, and their love made me a successful flower merchant." Both men, now businessmen, were overjoyed. They stepped off the train together, discussing their trades as they walked on. This story teaches us profound lessons. The tall businessman understood the universal law of give and take, a principle all successful people follow. The beggar embraced this law, and its impact transformed his life. By changing his mindset, he changed his destiny. The story shows that if we think small, we stay small. To achieve greatness, we must shift our perspective and think big. The essence is clear: success lies in your mindset. Awaken your self-respect, expand your vision, and watch yourself soar to new heights.